just wanna know. Put your arms around me, baby.
You gotta smash it in a second like you fucking hate it.
Hey, I was born ready. They won't let me drive though, damn it.
Like a rabid raccoon on cocaine.
Work with children.
All right, here we go.
And action, Hank.
Don't you think I'm the one who really loves you every time? I've just seen your face in the morning light. Wake up in the daylight, I just see you smile. The beauty of your eyes resting in my mind. Oh, darling, I love you. Don't you think I'm the one who really loves you every time? I've just seen your face in the morning light. Wake up in the daylight, I just see you smile. The beauty of your eyes resting in my mind. Oh, darling, I love you.
I'm about to piss my pants.
I'm in my own vehicle, so we'll see how I drive when I'm like most people have to drive every time.
I don't know that we're gonna see a large delta in your behavior. So far, we've never seen like, oh, well, here's Travis, he's driving this way at this time, and then he drives this way. No, that's not, it's just, there's Travis driving. That's all there is.
So 2 years ago, I bought a Subaru Brat, 1985, and we were gonna try a 360 in it, but it didn't have enough power, and then had a weird weather condition, and it was on the ice, and we ended up jumping it and bent the frame, and thought, oh, we'll never get it running again. Left it at Vermont Sports Car for about a year and a half, and then this project came up, and I said, Josh, you always wanted to build a car. Do you think you can get my Subaru Brat straightened out and put some power in it? He said, yeah, I could do that. I actually just switch in between jobs and whatever. He's like, this is perfect timing. So he goes to Tennessee. I send my Brat out there. So in the last month, he took this Subaru Brat, put it on a Corvette chassis, did everything himself in his parents' garage, and he actually got it ready. So it's a fully custom car, built by one of my best friends in his parents' garage. I hope it runs.
That's first, you're in. Clutch is the very top.
Wow, yep, all right. This is gonna be a fun day for you, Dave.
Oh, it gets better. Get it put in second now.
Is that it?
Nope. You gotta beat the shit out of it. You're granny shifting. You ain't double clutching like you should be. Oh,
It'll flip.
yep. That's precisely where I'm at. I'm like, if we go further, it's already, you can feel it. It's SSTing on you.
Wow, it doesn't have enough power.
That's what I'm saying. It's second only.
It's a Jeep. Uh-oh.
It's second only. So I think we're gonna minimize the expectation of this being the picture car. Yeah, welcome to my world.
All right, I feel a lot better about your driving. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
What the fuck did they
You've gone
give
through
you?
every single thing that I just went through.
I was concerned about the Brat coming into this, but now I'm more concerned about the Jeep. It's a handful. It's awesome. It's a phenomenal car. It's not a beginner drift car. It is a full out. This is one of the hardest drift cars ever. You got to throw caution to the wind and just send it. And if you send it 3/4, you flip because it just starts hopping and it's gonna roll. Like it felt like it was gonna roll, which is kind of what it looks like it's gonna do. But I just seen it sliding, so I figured it'd be easy, but it's not. But the Brat's great.
Okay, we are downtown Boerne right now at the Black Rifle Coffee Shop. We are actually drifting and ripping through the loop in downtown Boerne. Now, I am a fisherman with Crispy. Fucking hate fishing. But today we are filming the first day of the big shoot with Hoonigan and Black Rifle Coffee, so we're super stoked and excited to see how this goes.
This is day one, shot one. We're starting out here at the Kendall Hotel. This is actually one of the cooler action sequences we have. Dave and Travis are two of America's best rally drivers, so I have full faith in them, but the vehicles, they have about 3 minutes of seat time in them, so we'll see. But it's gonna be fun, should be a good shoot, And dude, I'm just stoked to kick this off.
I'll hold you so close in my arms and whisper so softly your name.
Well, it's been really hard to get into second, and the advice was just smash it in there. So I tried, and it wasn't smashing in there at all. And then I tried again, and it, well, snapped. So we got a half of one shot done, which is, perfect. Travis and I started the line. Both of us were having a hard time getting into gear. Finally, we're like, all right, cool, we got that moving. I got ripping in second, and Travis was like, man, I can't keep up with him, and then I can't slide through the corner. It's bizarre.
Shoot, I thought I was burning the tires. I was like, man, that old man is kicking my ass. I can't even keep up. Took me 3 times before I realized that tire smoke smell was clutch smoke smell, and I burnt the shit out of it. So unfortunately, we're sitting here waiting on clutch.
Perfect right there. What happened? I mean, the clutch didn't have a lot of hours on it. We got out yesterday, and it's a performance clutch. Never had issues out of it, but it smoked the clutch, so now he's having trouble getting it to disengage, which you really need that when you're drifting. So we tried to cool it off. We're gonna let it sit for a second and see if she'll cool off a little bit.
We tested yesterday. Both cars were great, but I mean, it's Murphy's Law, right? You come out here, Travis's car, the clutch got smoked, and this thing had some power steering issues, but we may do. They're getting themselves through these corners, through here with minimal car control.
That vehicle, I was like, no.
Oh, super close.
Yeah, I was like, it's getting close, this one. There we go.
I smelled JT's cologne at one point. I was like,
I can smell the axe.
What is
I
that?
picture JT wears axe.
I was like, is that axe and hot dogs?
Yeah.
So I have to open the door for Texas Dave because he likes. Oh, are you okay, Hank?
No, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you, doctor.
Prostate.
Got a finger up my butthole. And I had 20
I am currently headed in to do not a lot of makeup today. I think we're just gonna throw some scrubs on and pretend to be a doctor. Movie magic. Now I'm a doctor. Let's go prescribe some good attitudes to people.
Hey, when did you retire from being a UFC fighter and become a nurse?
When Chuck Liddell fucked my mom.
What, you or your mom?
Hank, your prostate exam came back and it's large.
I know. I'll tear it up on the weekends.
We got your blood work back, and how much Viagra are you on in a day?
I gave you my horse's blood.
Your horse is on Viagra. Something I learned back in World War II is my horses better be fucking Viagra'd up.
I ain't riding no goddamn horse unless his cock is 3 feet long. A meter, as they say in Europea.
Legend says that that's how you defeated the Germans. One horse cock at a time.
Yeah, sure.
We're ready for you, Hank.
Oh,
Fun's over.
Son of a rat. Hey, fantastic work there.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Sorry on that UFC career.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm here with Walter right now, who is in a fucking horrible mood.
These are our basic freedoms, dude. To be in a bad mood, there's one thing I learned to know. It's that your mood can carry the day.
That makes zero sense.
No literal sense, dude.
We are back with the Brat. It's got a brand new clutch in it. Thankfully, because we have a C5 Corvette underpinning under here, pretty much any O'Reilly's, Chevy dealer, whatever, it has the clutch we need. So these boys thrashed super hard to get it back in there. In between, to not waste time, because we only have 3 days to do this, we got ourselves some narrative pieces. We moved to the doctor's office. We filmed all inside there. That was a great time. Broke for lunch. By the time we got back, this thing's ready, Jeep's ready. So now we're at the bowling alley scene. We're actually on schedule, which is kind of amazing. So the only other part for you to be aware of is that Caleb is going to be on this side in front of the vending cookies. He might throw
Don't
one
worry,
at you.
Caleb. We got you. And I said we got you.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited. This is going to be pretty cool. Be right in the center of it as they're doing some donuts around me. It's going to be fun.
He might go around you twice. They might go around you once. We're getting a feel for it. So on the first pass.
You're like, Hank.
Yep.
Yeah. Hank, I got cookies.
Okay, see you later.
All right, bye, Hank.
Yep.
Okay, maybe next time, Hank.
There's a cop chasing you. It's all over, those up in the culture. The way that we live, every day it pays off. From the bank to the crib, we high rollers, we told ya that we gotta win. You know us, we play the rush. I'm all in for this life, gotta chase the sun. I keep a straight face even when I'm under the gun.
Knocked it out of alignment. I hit the curb on the inside pretty big. I didn't.
Oh, is that
see
way?
it.
Is that way it spun?
Yeah.
No,
It's
dude,
just-
we got
so-
extra wheels. Stop driving like a pussy.
Okay, you want to do one good? Fucking send it.
Oh, he's pissed now.
Alright, dude, he spun in that corner. I was like, yick, yick, yick.
I should have been like, ah! But
It was dusty as shit. So I hit the curb on the inside. I knocked it all out of bounds.
well, I can only downshift. So I can go second to first, but I can't go back to second. So I was like, once I was in first, I had to hold that. So I came in, I was like, oh, second there's just not, there wasn't enough torque to break it loose again.
Because I could either stay behind you, but I got inside of you one time, and then I was like, because you started coming back in, I thought, oh shit.
Yeah. I looked over and was like, wow, he sure is just facing me right now. I'm real sideways, and that's just his, wow, his headlights are, I could probably change the bulbs from here.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was real good. I liked it.
All doing his job and my job.
Hey, we did real good, boy. I tell you what. Oh, dang, it just a little sauce came out. Ain't nothing to worry about.
Gotta win, you know us, we play the rush. I'm all in for this life, gotta chase the sun. I keep a straight face even when I'm under the gun, yeah.
All right, so it's 5:56. We're at the last shot, but the power steering pump in the Jeep has gone completely out. Sprayed all the power steering fluid on the ground. Still leaking power steering fluid over there. Everybody on this set is calling everybody they know that has to do with performance cars to see if we can find one of these pumps and find somebody to either fly here with it or drive here with it, depending on where we find it. So we'll see how this ends up.
We had a little bit of trouble with the Jeep. Actually, both these vehicles, they're a handful. Like, that's what makes them so awesome, and they're not really supposed to be drifting. So it's really cool to have just two really fun, unique vehicles. But also, we got the power steering on the Jeep. We had the clutch in this. But I think that motor was probably, that clutch is, probably got 50,000 miles or something on it. So, good to have, just doing our test on the run here.
All right, we are on day 2 of Final Send. We're out here at Veterans Plaza, just outside of Boerne. This thing running cherry. This thing's running so good right now. Travis is having fun in it. It's looking fantastic. The Jeep, we ran into a little issue yesterday. We kind of been battling power steering issues the whole time. Now, the LS motor that's in there, it needs a high flow steering pump, and by the time we got to the end of the shoot yesterday, power steering was completely gone. So the last trick that we did, Dave was muscling that thing. He kept it in a straight line. We couldn't do turnaround, we couldn't do anything. But we sourced a pump locally thanks to Smetting Performance. Our buddy Jacob, 10 minutes away, believe it or not, drove another pump over, swapped it in the parking lot last night, tested it this morning. It's a stock pump, so it doesn't flow the same way that the original one did. So we'll see what happens. This is our biggest lockup of the day at this wedge. So we're still a little sketchy. We'll see. Hopefully the pump can make it through this morning. If it doesn't, we have another one on the way. We just don't know when it'll arrive. So still some variables going on, but I got faith. Dave could drive around anything. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Today we got a cool day. We're gonna shut down Main Street, which we're calling the Wedge, which is basically our busiest intersection. We're gonna have some good speed, some good action here, so I'm excited to see that. And today, it's like any day with vehicles, we always have issues, so we're just on standby to make sure that these things run, everybody's safe, we get some cool action. But yeah, going from film or television then dealing with cars, fucking cars, man, I hate them.
So GoPros, just basically rigging GoPros everywhere in here. Really picky, so the one in this corner, you can see just under the steering wheel and catch like half of this GoPro in the shot, so I'm moving it up a half an inch just because I'm OCD about that stuff. So unnecessary, but necessary for me. Nobody else will notice. Pretty much use the phone to frame it up and you can't see it like that.
Yeah, some of the challenges that we run into when doing this project in specific is we have Dave and we obviously have Travis, and their background is both in rally. Obviously, Travis has a huge moto history as well too, but they're used to driving vehicles, that are on loose surfaces and on gravel, sometimes on tarmac, but they're not maybe as comfortable in rear-wheel drive or have as much experience in rear-wheel drive cars. But we actually don't really want that entirely. We don't want to make a drift video. It's actually really nice to have this cat and mouse kind of chase game that's going on. And I think we've been able to get that so far. Because sometimes on Gymkhana films we'll have 5 or 6 camera operators. And on this we have 3 of our kind of more veteran operators and a drone and obviously a ton of GoPros. But it's much more manageable sometimes when you only have 3 cameras versus like 5. And obviously the Black Rifle production doing all this too is probably 20 cameras with all the social and everything here too. But yeah, it's kind of nice to have a smaller team and be a little more nimble.
Air speeds. Here we go. All right, cars on the move in 3, 2, 1. Action. Jeep's working great, which is the best news I've heard all day. That means that we could get a lot of action here on the most important lockup of the day. What we're doing now, we got our main action. We're going to reposition some cameras. That gives us a lot of options in the edit. This is one of the most important parts of the story because this is where the chase starts. This is where you get Travis noticing that the Jeep's coming towards him, chucks his hat, chucks his newspaper, donut flies off the dash, first gear, whips it out to the corner, and gives chase to Hank. So we just want to make sure we nail this one, then we'll move to the wedge as soon as possible. All right, here we go, rolling. All right, cars on the move. Vehicle on the move. 3, 2, 1, action. That's it. That's the one. Cool. All right, boys, we got the shot. Moving on. Let's get Dave into some AC.
So we just finished our high action shot for today, doing the wedge around here. Vehicle went really well at the start, had some issues towards the end, but luckily we have some great drivers here, so they got creative. And I think the shot's even better than what we originally wrote. So now we're gonna go to Veterans Plaza. We're gonna have a nice easy shot over there and then spend the rest of the day at Black Rifle Coffee.
Hank, hey, lean up against the car right here. I'm sorry, man. Wait a sec. Hold up.
Oh shit! Hey, I already fucked it up.
Just like throw him up against the car.
Yeah, I think you should be really aggressive. It's way funny. It's way funny. Respect everything, you ignorant little shit.
Hey, look, you have the right.
To tell you to fuck off.
You shouldn't tell me that in this decision. I forgot my line. What's it called? Final send?
This November, he's back. There's a new sheriff in town, and this time, he's got that mustache. Wow, that was incredible.
Hell are you talking about?
Well, you just shit your pants on camera, so let's focus on that.
Good point. Try that again. You know the thing we're filming now?
What are you drawing?
Self-portrait.
It's definitely a penis.
It's a big penis.
It's not very big. It's very hot. It's very sweaty. It's very sticky. The glue on my mustache is failing, which turns me into an Amish woodworker, and then the beard glue starts to fail, and then I have nothing on my face except for this, and it's super uncomfortable for everybody. But the Jeep's been functioning. We changed the power steering last night. Guys bled the brakes. Gearbox has been a little challenging. Basically every shot, there's something that we're working around mechanically in the car. And that's how you know I'm a real race car driver, because I've got like 4 pages of excuses stacked up for why things are not working perfectly. But overall, I'm happy. We thought we weren't gonna have steering at all today. That's back on. A lot of handbrake action, and Trav and I have almost hit each other like 3 times, so sounds like a win to me.
How's your butter? You got some good Amish butter?
Oh, I thought you said, how's your butt hurt? I was like, so you heard about Travis and I just now.
Well, Travis, how are you, sir?
Very good. Here you are.
I'm Travis Pastrana. I'm driving the car for this shoot we're doing.
You won't go over 35, will you?
Well, of course not. Speed limit all day long.
Having those guys here, the best defense guys, like, not only is it inspiring as like a vet and as an American, but just as like a human being, where you're like, holy fuck, the stuff that these guys did. Like the amount of life that they fit into like those, 2 to 5 years that they were in the military in that time is just, I would have like hung it up after that. Like the lives that they lived in that period were just like, man, you could just take a break now. But they're still out here doing rad shit. It's fucking awesome. It's inspiring.
Having the best defense guys, bring out 3 World War II veterans. I mean, Bill over there is talking about going with basically an anti-tank vehicle way behind enemy lines and actually liberating concentration camps. I mean, he's done so much and been a part of so much of the history. It's just been an amazing experience for all of us here. Just the excitement on everyone's face and what these guys are able to go back and to kind of bring to light what happened in the past.
Being able to sit down in a room and hear first account stories from World War II veterans is something that isn't going to be possible much longer. So this is incredibly special to all of us here, as well as just me personally. Like, it's so cool. The fact that we're setting up this next scene and going to be putting him in a scene with Jonathan Blank and more of our friends, like, this is just adding our flavor to something as cool as a Hoonigan video.
It's been pretty cool because I get to sit here and BS with a genuine freaking American hero from World War II. I don't think I can recount like half the things that happened to me in Afghanistan, and this guy's got stories out the wazoo, just like all the details. Just in the brief moment that I was with him, he was telling me all kinds of details about like dodging anti-aircraft fire, hitting enemy trench lines. One time he dropped a 1,000-pound bomb on a Nazi gun emplacement, and like, it was just incredible. And then also he had an engagement with one of the first combat jets that the Nazis developed. It was pretty incredible. Just to spend this small time with him. Like, our World War II vets are disappearing every day, and I always feel privileged like anytime I get to go out and just talk and engage with them, because they're true American heroes, and me loving history is just like, what a privilege. So awesome.
World War II vets are everybody's hero, and so for me, like, they're like, getting to meet those guys is like getting to meet like your lifelong hero. I don't know anybody that doesn't appreciate World War II vets, especially those guys. I mean, it's not they weren't pulling some admin positions, they're getting it on.
Yeah, to put it simply, the World War II guys, like, they're our heroes, man. Like, these are the guys that we've looked up to our whole lives, and not just my generation, but every generation that's come before me that's served. Like, these are the guys that we looked up to and we strive to be like. And when we think about the size of this production, like, it has to include the things that mean the most to us. And the World War II guys mean the most to us out of anything that we could potentially do. To have them involved in this is like, it's the perfect case scenario.
Where the hell were you at?
Oh,
Vietnam. Yeah, we were one of those,
McDonald's.
One of those ponytailers. You all right?
Nope, I'm broken. That's it. He goes, where were you? And I go, McDonald's. And he goes, one of them ponytailers. Man, the quickness. Those dudes have all the fucking lines. Quickness.
How good is that?
Dude, unbelievable.
And we have a GoPro on the door handle on the other side, so JT jumps in and covers the whole thing.
Oh, the lighting on that shot is amazing. No way.
That's it right there.
No way.
Day 2 today, we had some fun action. We met some amazing veterans. So that was very cool to see them get some ride-alongs and rip through the streets. So I think that pumped everybody up. And now we just did some of our narrative piece where we learned JT was a gymnast in a past life, and he dove straight into the backseat of that car, nailed it. And after all this narrative stuff, finally we get to do some action where we're gonna rip and put some rubber down on the road.
Our road closures on Main Street here in Boerne, Texas, which is in fact the main street here in Boerne, Texas, were 8 a.m., which is a good time to shut down the main road in town, and 5 p.m., the other greatest time to shut down, so I could Hoona Jeep violently. Which, speaking of which, I should probably go do that.
Rolling. Drone's ready. Cars on the move in 3, 2, 1. Action.
Since the year 00, we was out to get more. Bunch of really real G's, burning trees till we low. Sitting by 45 like I'm Jordan on the floor. Here we go, against the grain is what they say my name for.
Pop that second gear knife.
Front wheel.
Dude, it's so sick.
Bouncy.
That one felt like there wasn't as much steering drama there, and then I felt it dip into the curb. So
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
That GoPro's gonna be sick. All right, that's a wrap on day 2. Pretty drama-free, to be honest with you. We got the good pump in, truck's working, Dave's working, Travis is working. It's all feeling pretty good. What do you think, Will?
Feeling good.
And we got popcorn.
Well, the Bronco has arrived. It's going to be the second scene of the day. We're going to put Logan driving. We're going to get our World War II veterans in here riding with him, and then they're going to have kind of a combative exchange with Texas Dave as Hank, as if they've known each other for 70, 80 years. So this is going to be hilarious.
Yeah, you betcha. I'm gonna win this one. I'll drive it back to Montana. This is a Montana rig.
This has been such a fun shoot, and just to get the World War II vets out. I mean, these guys are so rad. They want to be a part of everything, jumping in the cars. This is a really fun little intersection just because it's we got a big old circle. So doing drifts around here to start out the day. It's gonna be a fun final day with the final send.
Yeah, yesterday, it's emotional. I got lined up with, 3 of America's greatest war heroes to take a photo. And Rondo turned to me and said, "Where were you?" And he didn't like my answer, at which point he said,
One of those ponytailers.
which was both the meanest and funniest thing anybody's ever said to me.
How are you?
Hey,
Are you ready to light
Hey,
the
hi.
glass up?
How you doing, ponytail?
Hey, how are you, Rondo?
All right.
You ready to battle it out?
Hey, we're ready to go, man.
You took his girl in 33, didn't you?
Well, you would too. You would too. Who could blame her?
And does he look the part?
Hey, man, yeah. Hell yeah, he does. He's got that ponytail, though.
God damn it.
It's day 3 here at Final Send, our final day of filming. We're on a shutdown state highway. Look at this. Shut down all the way there. Shut down all the way there. This is our grand finale joust moment. This is where Hank comes to a stop. Travis comes to a stop after they've been split up. He thinks he's got him. Then they play the ultimate game of chicken. They launch towards each other and then split down to the roundabout here. So this is where we're filming some dramatics. We're getting some eye reactions, some revs, some wheel gripping. Getting that knocked out first. Then we'll go into some dramatic stops. Then after that, we get into the fun part, which is going to be them crossing into this road together.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has sprung.
bombs over Baghdad?
Block it up, here we go. 3, 2, 1, action, action.
Let's roll. Coming with the bass that breaks the windows. They can't knock it when we drop it. Cause they know we make the straight profits. Oh, can I get a witness?
Let's start moving camera over in front of Travis's car to get the dialogue on.
Action. Mad at me cause they girl wants to kick it blows. We got them for days. Packed houses, the crowd is insane. Rocking every stage across every state. They're hopping on a plane to play the UK. Say la vie.
Nice. Okay, happy with that.
Hold on, the GoPro's up here, green light. Thank you. All right, green light. Hold your lockup. Rolling. On the move in 3, 2, 1, action, action.
I don't know. It's so funny because I think I'm so used to it now that I think it's the ones that don't seem close that I jump for, and the ones that are like totally ignorantly dumb. I'm like, nah, whatever. That one, I mean, it's pretty close. thought they were touching. I thought you guys hit each other.
Did you have a yo-go appointment you had to run off?
I was out.
I knew it was a good take when I saw B-More going, yeah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. That was the highlight of my fucking week. I was like, that is not an easy man to rattle behind a camera. And he was like, no, man, I'm good. We got insurance for the camera.
Oh my God.
No, it's perfect.
Cool. Now that I got I wonder what my heart rate. It's probably like 4,000 right now.
So day 3, we just finished our first action sequence. We put a little extra sauce on this one, so we almost had a collision. We hit the curb, which is always scary because we're low on replacement parts. But luckily, we checked out the vehicles. They seem to be working fine, so that shot was perfect.
Oh, so we had a little incident, I guess you could call, where cars got close. Trav ran up on a curb just to kind of keep the cars from colliding. So it bent the wheel pretty decent, and the suspension for the steering angle, there's a lot of custom parts to it, so where the bend is actually hit where the steering lock is. So if we hadn't have changed this, basically when the wheel's at full lock, it just makes the wheel stop completely. So that would have been bad. Trav probably would have ended up in that river. So we got it fixed, we got it dialed. 5 minutes, we're ready to roll.
But it looks like everything's on schedule. We had the opportunity with the Best Defense Foundation to interview 3 World War II veterans, which is, I think, arguably kind of cooler than the car racing for me. But the car racing's cool, and they got to go out. But today is going to be pretty cool because we're going to do the end of production will be at Jared Taylor's house, and we're going to have a kind of Veterans Day party for the end of the film and have a good time. So seeing Hoonigan here, the World War II veterans coming out, and then business partners here, Texas Dave, Travis Pastrana, just like all these legends coming together. It makes for a really fucking awesome time. And I think it exemplifies what we say at Black Rifle is do epic shit, and this week is fucking epic. So you're already doing like an assembly?
Yep. Every day we get kind of an assembly going. I think we got a bowling alley here.
Cool. I don't know why that costume's so fitting for Caleb. It's wonderful.
It's so fitting that it doesn't fit.
He said he like hucked cookies in the...
He did. Yeah. He did. We got
throws
him
him into Travis's face.
Good, man. The old man tried to kill me on the first take, but we'll see what happens over here. No, I'm just joking.
Hey, did you need a good luck kiss, or are you okay now?
Just maybe later.
Later?
Sorry, the camera's on right now. We can't, it's kind of weird with the camera. Anyway, it's Matt's great.
3, 2, 1, action. Hit them clean, yeah, they try, make them scream on the block. Here come my team with the rock. Pick up steam, we can't stop. No, we can't stop. We can't stop. No, we can't stop. We ain't never gonna stop. Hit them clean, yeah, they try, make them scream on the block. Here come my team with the rock. Pick up steam, we can't stop. No, we can't stop. We can't stop. No, we can't stop. We ain't never gonna stop.
Solid front axle, and I'm like, I don't have more steering, fuck. It's awesome, this thing just has steering for days. A little more worried about my tire situation now, though. You're down on, you got nothing left, man, you're on the course. Ran out of talent, ran out of tires, oh Lord, I hope I don't run out of Werner's Originals next.
Holy mackerel, I'm sinking in the concrete.
Yeah. We'll recreate your exit from an aircraft, and we'll put you in a parachute and then go like 100 miles an hour, and then we'll just pull the parachute.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Can we get Runo from you? If you want to say something like, Hank, who let you behind the wheel?
Hey, new boot.
There.
Behind the wheel. Does your mother know you're out?
The mother one? Can I get another of the, does your mother know you're out? Let me get another one of those.
Does your mother know you're out? Oh.
I saw a set of keys, couldn't resist a chance.
Go for it. Good boys are good, bad boys are good company. Oh, bad boy. Yeah, we're cruising for chicks. Looks like we found some.
That's and cut.
Cut.
Dude, that's phenomenal.
Well, I think they're enjoying themselves a little bit, yeah?
Oh, yeah, tip top. Beautiful. It's like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
It's fun when you get that little torque and it tips back a little bit and you're like, whoa!
Pull me out of my boots.
I love taking them around because they feel like celebrities, and to us they are, right? Like everything that they did, they're complete celebrities. But environments like this, they truly get to feel like that movie star action while he's up there negotiating his contract and, you know, talking about how much his time is worth. So it's a total honor for us, the next generation of veterans, to be able to do this for them.
Everybody knows, like, we give back, but the fact that we have American heroes here, like I was telling the story to them, they inspire generation after generation to serve, and a lot of us are veterans. God bless you guys, thank you. And this is not a showboat of like, hey, thank you for your service. This is truly, you guys changed our entire lives. Thank you. That's it. God bless you. Forever you'll have a place in our hearts. And anytime you want to come out and drive for motorcycles or fast cars or anything, you're a part of us, right? Skateboard!
That is a wrap for Final Send. Thank you to Black Rifle Coffee for trusting us with this film. We had an absolute blast making it. Big shout out to Travis Pastrana and Dave for just absolutely crushing it on the driving, working through car issues, everything. Thank you to you guys. Hope you enjoyed the film.
Hey, that's a wrap, boy.
Yeah!
I got you, mama.
Son, I love thrills like a middle school crush. If I can't die, there ain't no adrenaline rush. Watch me fly by through the sky on my dirt bike, repping 199.